Hey guys, CliffDartNetwork.com, and of course, the House of Biceps. Last night, I got a question from a new client. He said, Clint, what kind of mobility exercises, what kind of stretching exercises do I need to be doing while working with you? Well, that's actually a really good question. So let me run you through just a couple of things that I would like to see you do. Now, there are two major things that really concern me when it comes to powerlifting, and this is what we're concerned here with, is powerlifting and a client who's needs to improve his flexibility, or at least needs to continue the progress of his flexibility and mobility so that he can be agile and have agility while powerlifting. Right off the bat, one of the big things is shoulder flexibility. The one thing I want to make sure that you can do, and what you do every night, at least once a night anyway, is to get your hand above your head. Now, when I first began with weightlifting, and I began doing snatches and overhead presses, my hand was all the way out in front of my head like so. And of course now, I can push it way back behind my head, almost as far as I want to go. It's improved a lot. But that's more than a year worth of work. So if you're a power lifter and you're having issues getting your hand any higher than this, we have major things to work on. So as far as upper body goes, the main thing is make sure that you can get your hands above your head and behind your head. Now, there are a lot of things that can go into this. It could just be flexibility, could be stretching, could be strength, it could be muscular, it could be something going on with your bone structure, that sort of thing. You can use a band to do some stretches. There's a million things you can do. I just use a piece of rope, a piece of really thick, or actually really thin rope, really thick string around my hands, and just do some shoulder dislocates, which I can't really go all the way around unless it's really long. But the idea is just to continue to work it back and forth. There are a ton of videos on the YouTubes on how to do this, so all you need to do is pick one or two or a few and try them, see which ones work for you, and just continue to do more and more work with your hands above your head and behind your head. Beyond that, the one thing that I think most strongmen and powerlifters can really work on is just being able to sit in the full squat relaxed. Now, I have client after client who are powerlifters, and I ask them, can you sit in a full squat? And a lot of them can sit in a squat that is below parallel, and they look like their head is about to pop off their bodies. So basically, what I want to see you be able to do is just pick a stance that is somewhat comfortable. You might need a pair of weightlifting shoes, which I highly suggest if you're trying to do full squats. And just pick a stance, figure out which stance is best for you, and just work on getting down into a squat somewhere as deep as you can, and try to be relaxed. Try to be able to hold a conversation while you're here. Move around, twist, turn, rotate. I don't care if you're forward, I don't care if you're back. Just work on getting your hips somewhere around your ankles. So you can't do that. It's an impossibility. Well, this is something that I work on at home, and you can do pretty much anywhere, the gym or home. So I will go against this wall here, and I've got a wall at my house too. Believe it or not, I have a couple. All you have to do is pick a spot and just sit. Sit with your back against the wall. You want to go as deep as you can, and just try to get your butt as close as you can in through your heels. Now, I work with my back against this wall to help provide pressure so I can push against it, and I can help to push my hips forward. Now, don't worry because you don't have some super arch in your lower back like you would with a powerlifting squat. Most weightlifters will tell you you have to arch your back really hard, but the definition of a weightlifter arch and the definition of a powerlifter arch is completely different. So when you're at the bottom or as low as you can, I just want you to think about relaxing. You push the knees forward. I want you to try to relax the quads. I don't want everything tight. You can put your elbows in between your knees, move it around, twist, turn, head against the wall, head forward, lean, stretch one way or the other. I want you to feel the pressure. I want you to feel all the muscles stretching, including your back, especially if you have back problems. I want you to feel everything going on with the ankles, the calves, the hamstrings, and just work on getting your butt as close as you can in between your ankles. And once you've been here for a while, once you're getting more and more flexible, the idea is to get your feet closer and closer to the wall. So when you sit down, you're getting more and more flexible and your butt is more in between your ankles. The only thing I really want to see you do is move. So get down here, get in some stretching type positions, get into a natural body position, try to get relaxed and try to move your entire body through natural positions. Hands above your head, hands behind your head, I don't care, against the wall. Look for anything that's difficult for you. If it's difficult for you to sit down, then work on just sitting down. Find a position with your squat that is the most comfortable. The biggest difficulties that I have going from powerlifting and strongman to weightlifting is when we squat with everything tight all the way down. Every muscle in your body is tight when doing a powerlifting squat. And when you're doing a weightlifting squat, that's not the case. And that's what I want you to think about. Try to find a position where you can relax. When you're doing a half squat, it's really, really hard to relax because something in your body, your muscles, are keeping you there at that half squat. So I want you to sit down to where the weight is on the hips. Let your hips carry the weight. Let your hips carry the burden of getting your body down. So you ask, what kind of flexibility and mobility work do I want to see you doing every night? That's it. Hands above your head, hands behind your head with a rope, some bands, something, I don't really care. And I want to see you sitting relaxed in a full squat. Now what I want to see you to be able to do is just simply pick a stance and go down and squat. Oh, that hurt. Oh, cramps. It's not a good day. Not a good day. I think I'm stuck. Oh, and I can't reach my heavy bands on the rack. Oh, my hip.